Hello and welcome to CBOE Volatility 411. My name is Dan Deming and I'm with KKM Financial. SPX continues to realize significant volatility. We're seeing big price swings. A lot of market observers are watching that Friday close from last week, 29.54 currently. We are trading below there. When we have been below there, we've seen the VIX up around 50. We saw a high of 50.06 this morning. Trading in a range between 40 and 50 right now and currently at 47.5. Look at those VIX Futures. They're being dragged higher now as the VIX cash continues to hold up here in the upper 30s and now the upper 40s. And we are seeing that front month future currently right around the 38.5 level. Second month future right around 32, $6.50 roll market there, continuing to widen, and it's probably going to continue to widen if we see the VIX cash hold up here as we move towards expiration in March. Looking at realized volatility, 10-day realized volatility now running at 50. So again, kind of in check with the VIX cash. 30-day realized volatility pushed up to 31, so we are seeing again substantial volatility. And I think it was pointed out in an article this morning that we're seeing now realized volatility at levels that the market hasn't experienced since 1987. These realized types of vol moves that we've had in the last 7 days have actually outpaced what we saw at any time during 08 and 09. So there's substantial volatility, and I think that's why you see the VIX cash continuing to hold up here. Looking at VVIX, measure implied volatility in the VIX options, right around 126. We did see a high 129.61 earlier in the day. We saw a low about 123, but still elevated, but pretty much in line with what we saw last week at this time. Looking at options activity, a lot of activity as to be expected in the out-of-money calls. Now remember, out-of-money to the VIX future on that March future. You're looking at substantial activity, in the 40s, 45s, 50s, and 55 lines in March. Basically $5 wide now, and that's where your action is right now. I want to point out, going into next week, certainly realized volatility will be the key, but I also think that you have to look at the Fed's going to be in a quiet period. So you have to look for the ECB and the Bank of England next week. I think that's going to be key. And second of all, we have some inflation numbers, CPI, PPI, that will possibly be priced in. But right now, it's all about global growth and the expectations and the resetting of those expectations.